So first introduce yourself and your business and why we're here and what this is all about.
Well, first, welcome here to Audiophile, and I'm Edward DeVito, and I represent a lot of high-end brands that are around the globe here today and bring it all together in 3 listening rooms. We represent brands, speaker brands from Magico, Tidal, and Gerbil. Our electronics are all from CH Precision and Tidal Audio. And then, of course, our favorite are the analog piece of what we do. In turntables, we bring on SAT, including all of the series of tone arms, Doman, and also Kuzma. And bringing it in on the power side of things, we like to play with Strom Tank, the battery operated power, which we feel makes a huge difference, in addition to our AC foundation, which we believe sets the tone of what you hear. Remember, or I should say, power is what you hear, which is very, very important to us.
So my viewers might be surprised that I'm in these wonderful built custom rooms, custom power, high-end audio, because it's not something I usually show. And I always have a thing like, there's this whole thing about audiophiles versus just people who love music first. And I know I do a little thing, it's the music stupid, because that's where it starts from. And some people I know who've had amazing systems like this, music seemingly is secondary. So tell me how you approach it with the clients you work with and what they expect. I know it's all about the great sound, but talk a little bit about that.
In this hobby, in business, there are 2 types of people. There's the music lovers and there's also the equipment lovers. I fall into both. And for me, it's not about the gear or how expensive things are or whatnot. It's about really, what are you getting out of it and the fun that it brings. Musicality is an energy that really kind of takes you places. And for me, that's kind of what it's all about. You'll see in my videos, Michael the Greek, I call him, and we became such great friends, and he's a real music enthusiast. And for that, we bonded so closely and opened up even a greater treasure of music. And the more that you meet people in this industry that are music orientated, the more genres of music you get to hear, the more artists you get to hear. And it just, everyone has that commonality of fun that brings it all together. So I do equally place music and equipment, but if I had to pick one, it would be probably more towards the music side of things, because that's where it all started with all
We're going to tour the 3 rooms, and I want you to talk about some of the gear. You can get as much or little detail as possible. I think people are very curious, but when you showed me everything when I first got here, this really intrigued me, and I thought a little bit of what the F, WTF. Behind you here, it talked about power. Tell me about this and how you approach power.
So power, everything about power is related to timing, right? And timing is basically a key attribute on what we hear, whether it's speaker placement or AC frequency. So getting it right makes a difference from a sound quality perspective. In addition, from power, you also have supplements. In this case here, it's the Strom Tank. This is a German-made product. It's a lithium iron phosphate battery. In this lower chamber, this lower enclosure is the battery itself. And the upper portion of it, it's 2 pieces, is the actual control unit of it. And then once you're on battery, you have 0 influence in the sine wave, pure sine wave. Room 1's one of our larger rooms, and we're able to have all our events here with a lot of people and stuff, and play our systems. Room 1 is powered up to the T, and it begins with, back to the power question, our AC power. And setting the power is the first thing that we like to do. The room comes a close second. So it really doesn't matter, again, the brand or the cost of the product that you have. A big part of it is getting the staples, the foundation done correctly. AC power, speaker placement are very, very key attributes. And then in this case here, we have a pair of Magico S3s. This is Magico's latest S3 release, and these are just a fantastic speaker. It's an all aluminum enclosure. It's a sealed speaker. It has 4 drivers in the front using nanographene, synthetic diamond coated beryllium tweeters. A lot in audio is really focused about removing the vibrations that distort the sound, even going back to like AC power. It's all about controlling the signal, controlling the sine wave.
So did you just happen to pull out a Rhino Hi-Fi because I'm here? Because
I know you love this, and I love it
I
too.
love them. Yeah, because there's a certain segment of people that think I'm on the grift from Rhino Hi-Fi. I don't get all their promos. I get some.
I'm gonna play this on the Dolman turntable.
Okay, tell me about these turntables then.
So these are two world-class turntables. What Michael's dropping the record on now is the Dolman Helix 1 Mark III turntable. It's a floater that sits on what they call a -K suspension. It has 2 tone arms on it. It has the Kuzma Saphir in the back, which is a lab-grown sapphire conical tube. And then it has an SAT LM series on the right-hand side. And what we do here also is we running similar tone arms on each of the tables to compare the differences in tone arms.
And tell me why, it seems like looking through all the rooms, all your tables, or most of them, seem to have twin tone arms. Tell me what's the purpose of that, and do you prefer it on most turntables for customers?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So in this setup here, what we're doing is we're actually trying to compare the differences in pickup arms. So we'll use the same cartridge on the Kuzma, on the SAT, and on the other SAT as well. And that's going to allow you to really hear what a pickup arm contributes to the overall sound, and you're going to be blown away when you hear it. You're going to hear an extreme difference in lowering the noise floor and control. The back one we actually have set up for fun. We have a mono cartridge on this one. So when you have a mono and a stereo, that does give you a variety, or in comparison of each of the arms to show the customers the differences. We're also going to have a setting in the CH Precision P10 phono amp into a mono setting. And we're also going to put a mono setting in the CH Precision L10 preamp as well. So the signal is completely mono being sent to the amplifiers.
You know, this is great because the only difference between this and a Michael Fremer video, I would be doing some kind of shtick Jewish accent, which I can't
And a voice,
do.
you'd be making a
So that's what I mean, the voice. Yeah, but it takes one Jewish guy to understand another Jewish shtick. He's the guy that knows this stuff. I don't know this stuff. So, Michael, if you're watching, which I'm sure you're not, I'm a novice. I know that.
Yes, I know I've been untrue, and I have hurt you through and through. But please have mercy on this heart of mine. Take me back and try me one more time. If, my darling, you could see just what your leaving did to me, you'd know that love is still the tie that binds. Take me back and try me one more time.
I'm Michael the Greek.
Michael
I
the
make
Greek.
videos with Fast Eddie, and you may also have seen me on Steve Westman's channel.
Yeah, we've been on
We've
Steve
been all
Westman's
many
together.
times,
We have,
actually.
many
In front of
times.
you at record shows. But anyway, Fast Eddie, Michael the Greek, we make videos together for Audio Ultra.
We have fun making videos.
Lots of fun.
together.
And what I'm pulling out, I bought this back in January on eBay. This is a Patsy Cline acetate or lacquer from 1958.
Wow.
So they were clearing out the warehouse of a place called 4-Star Records. They used to do budget 7-inch records that were EPs with 2 songs on each side. And this is how it came. It says Patsy Cline 25B, used on next EP. Hold. Caution, do not use, I believe.
Do not use.
Yeah. So it's a lacquer.
So when we saw it said do not use, we decided to put it on the SAT turntable.
And it says in the description, it sat in the warehouse, in, I think it was in New York for 65 years.
Wow.
They're putting all these on eBay. The lacquer is one-sided, and it was made by Audio Disc. So you can see there's a 45 in there. See, it's 7-inch, 2 songs.
Got it.
And we're gonna pop this on and play it here.
We'll get this thing vacuumed down. Right there.
Now you can't clean lacquers or acetates on a Claudio or a similar machine. It'll damage them, so you can only brush them.
So here's a large background baffle system. Why don't you come in and tell me about this? This is massive.
It's massive, and it's it's benefiting from acoustic properties in the room, so it's absorbing sound and also acts as a little bit of diffusion as well with the paneling that's in front of it. It's all CNC cherry and cut in what I call a pattern of broken glass. That was kind of what I named it. So I thought it gave it a really cool impression on the table, and that's what we did.
And this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 different panels put together. You could go endlessly if
You
you
can
want.
go as many as you want. Honestly, on this one here, it's on French cleats, and you just pick it right up, and our sub panel is behind this wall right
Got
here.
it. Now tell me about, obviously, these portable units.
These are from a company called Still Points. These are fantastic. You really can't go wrong with these panels at all. They're the Aperture 2s is what they're called, from Still Points out of Wisconsin.
Talk about these speakers.
So
These are physically the largest speakers in all the 3 rooms, I think.
These are the biggest ones we have here at Audio Ultra, and these are the Tidal AP1s, and that stands for Amplified Performance 1. And within each sealed enclosure are 3 amplifiers. And the first amplifier will power the subwoofers. There's 4 on each speaker, 2 each side. The second amplifier will power the bottom end woofers, and the third will power the mid-range and tweeters. Starting with the turntable, this is from Kuzma. Kuzma, this is one of my favorite turntables. It's an entry-level Kuzma. They're made in Slovenia. This is what they call the pipe bomb. Now this one, again, is set up with 2 arms on it, and this is just, again, go back and forth to compare cartridges or have a stereo and mono, whatever you're looking for on your choice. It's a fantastic table. This is the Kuzma 4-point tone arm, and this is the Kuzma 313. Both have adjustable VTA.
Before we continue, because someone out there is yelling right now saying, okay, this is an entry level of this brand. What is the price point on this retail about?
For the turntable itself, you're
Without
about,
the arms probably, right?
yeah, you're 6,000, and you're about 6,000 for this arm, so it's about a $12,000 turntable plus the cartridge. So moving down here is our preamplifier and phono stage. So that's all we have. So the turntable is going to the phono stage preamp into here, and this is just going out to the amplified speakers that I showed you a second ago. Above it is a controller, so this is for streaming, digital playback, etc. So we're not going to be listening to this right now.
Okay.
We're only going to be hearing this.
Okay. The smallest room. Do you have a name for this room, or just the smallest
We call
room?
this Music Room 3.
And this is all CDs or digital.
Yeah, this is pretty much our media, physical media, this compact disc or super audio compact disc. So this is going to be a CH Precision CD-SA CD player. And we're going to go right back into there.
And the speakers?
These are from Gerbil. This is the Comtest. This is their entry-level speaker. It's a 3-way speaker with 3 drivers in the front, with one of them being an AMT tweeter. All hermetically enclosed subwoofers. Fantastic sounding speaker.
And the amplification?
CH Precision. So this is a stereo amp that can also be converted into monoblock or biamped or active bridged. Set up in a stereo mode here right now. It's the A1.5.
one of Glenn Jones's favorite recordings he produced, and this is an Intervention SACD. They did a great vinyl version of this too. I want to thank Edward. Ed or Edward?
Hey, whatever you want to call
Okay,
it.
my middle name's Edward. So Edward and Michael for the tour and all the high-end audio gear. I'm kind of in awe. If I was 20 years younger and $2 million richer, I'm exaggerating, but great stuff. And you know, even the small room, that small room was kick-ass. I loved it. So tell me a little again about Closeout. Tell me about your site. We'll put a link below to your site. Michael, thanks for introducing me to Edward. And
My pleasure. So much fun.
any closing words, you guys?
Yeah.
Let's get again, and we'll put a link to their channel too. They have their own channel.
www.audioultra.com.
Yep, audioultra.com with
Yeah.
a hyphen in between it.
Yeah.
And no, so Maz's experience today was pretty cool. We got to do a lot of fun things. We listened to all three rooms, and also when in music room 1, we were able to control or compare tone arms and hear the differences of really what each of the tables bring. We heard 3 different pair of speakers and what they sounded like, and 3 different sets of amplification. So in 3 different rooms. So it was an experience day.
We had all kinds of genres of music, and we'd listen to a lacquer. Pretty impressive.
But that lacquer was just amazing. We've heard it before, and we heard it
Patsy
again.
Cline,
It's
yeah.
still the same thing. You're reaching for your seatbelt, and just fantastic.
It's all about the music. We're gonna hit a record store in a little bit.
We're heading to Burien to a record store that I've never been to. Is it a new store?
It's been open for about 6-7 weeks now. It's called Double Dare Records, so we'll see you over there.
Double Dare.
Double Dare Records.
Well, thank you for watching. Mazzy loves you. Take
Thanks,
care.
guys.
roll.
Bye.
So it's pizza time before we go to the record store here. We're at Steve's. Steve's famous.
Steve's famous pizza.
Having some slices.
Having the normie, huh?
This is the Normie McDonald's slice. Don't call me Normie. No, at all.